Today we're going to talk about 3 important steps that you need to take if you're involved in a slip or trip and fall injury right at that moment. Hi, I'm Brendan Lupetin from Meyers, Evans, Lupetin, and Unatin. Please check us out at meyersmedmal.com. So what are the 3 most important things that you need to do right after a slip or trip and fall injury? Number 1, get medical care. If you believe you're injured, make sure that you get a paramedic there to check you out at the scene. If you believe that you're seriously injured, get to the emergency room immediately afterward, whether it's by ambulance or by a family member driving you there. This is important for 2 reasons. First, it's important to document your medical care and to make sure that you're getting appropriate medical care at a time when you may not even realize how injured you really are. You want to make sure that you get checked out at the scene or immediately at the emergency room to make sure that you don't injure yourself further. But another important reason to get medical care is because, unfortunately, insurance companies and juries are often skeptical about personal injury lawsuits and the extent to which the person is actually injured. If you don't get medical care on the day of the incident, whether you say no to the paramedics or you don't go to the emergency room, a skeptical juror or insurance company is going to wonder, how badly were you really injured? So those are very important reasons why you want to get medical care immediately after your slip and fall injury. The second most important thing to do after a slip and fall injury is to make sure that you get an incident report. Oftentimes, if you fall at a store or any other type of business establishment, the company has a procedure for creating an incident report, but they don't always follow it. The incident report is the key piece of evidence in your slip and fall lawsuit that documents that the incident actually happened, who may have seen it, i.e. witnesses, what exactly happened, and what injuries you were complaining of at the time of the fall. Even though you may be frazzled, you may be embarrassed, you may be in shock, you need to insist that a manager or some other representative from that establishment where you fell gets an incident report and creates it. But don't stop there. Insist on viewing and reading the incident report before it is completed to make sure that it's accurate and complete. If it's not, and the person that's responding has an incomplete or an inaccurate statement in there, insist on adding your own statement. If they say no, then immediately in your phone or somewhere else, create a document that can be identified as having created that day that provides your view of what happened. And finally, when it comes to incident reports, it's really important that when one is created by a manager or an employee of the store, that you get a copy for your own records. This way, the store or the business can't change it or alter it after the fact or lose it. So number 2 is get an incident report. Third and finally, the most important things to do after a fall is to get pictures. In this day and age, everybody has a cell phone with them. And after your slip and fall, start snapping pictures. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and you never know until later what you might capture in those photos that can be really important in the context of the case. Try to get pictures of what it was that caused you to fall, whether it was a wet floor, whether there was something that you tripped over, so that you can document that that item or that hazard was actually there. Try to get pictures if you see people from the store cleaning it up or changing things or blocking it off, which would show a way that this could have been prevented in the first place. Take pictures of people that were there, because you never know who might be a key witness that you can identify later as somebody that may have seen or understood what happened there. And generally, take a video or take as many pictures of the area as possible, because again, you never know at that moment what might be important for your case later. So in review, the 3 most important things to do after a slip and fall injury are get immediate medical care for yourself, make sure an incident report is created, and lastly, make sure that you get pictures of the incident. If you have any other questions about slip and fall or trip and fall injuries, please visit us at meyersmedmal.com. I'm Brendan Lupetin. Thank you.